Just yesterday, I told you, hey, the Chargers, you think they're going to zag when all they do is zig. You think all, you Chargers fans out there, and I know you're out there, or observers who think they know best for the Chargers. Sean Payton sitting out there, he just chatted with the Texans. He's on his tour right now.
He is on a tour.
He's on his tour. He's talking to teams. All right? His sabbatical is over. Whatever batteries he need to recharge, he did with, the Fox crew and everything. He's ready to go, it seems like. And here are the Chargers, having lost to the Raiders on a last-second kick in the last game, a de facto playoff game to end the 2021 regular season. And their 2022 season ends by blowing the largest lead in the history of their franchise. And so Justin Herbert is going to hit year 4 of his rookie contract. No doubt spending the next few weeks talking to the Chargers, general manager Tom Telesco and the owner of the Spanos family, saying, hey, it's time for me to get paid. Mm-hmm. That kid who put in his homework assignment back in grade school, I want to be the Chargers quarterback. That's a grown-ass man now. And I'm ready to be paid. And the way it goes in this business is this is the time you pay that kid. And if you don't, you're creating a problem. So does it make sense for the team to say, okay, we're going to spend all that money on Justin Herbert. We might as well set it all up with the best possible staff around him. Folks think that's got to be Sean Payton, right?
I mean, I'm one of those people.
And you spend how much money, whatever it costs for Payton, it's an investment. It's expensive, but it's an investment in Herbert,
yes,
who you've made the biggest investment in the history of your franchise.
Correct.
Just coming. That's what you're saying. That's the wisdom.
I think that's a very smart move.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
the conventional or otherwise. Yeah. But to the Chargers, I said that's unconventional. Because they like Brandon Staley, and they think they've gotten close with Brandon Staley, and that they're ready to bust through with Brandon Staley. And what they're going to do is stick with Brandon Staley and basically say, the guys you currently have attached to the hip of Herbert, that's not Doug Peterson with Trevor Lawrence. That's not Reed and Bieniemy with Mahomes. That's not Zach Taylor with the Bengals. And your answer would be, well, those are the head coaches you're hooking up with your quarterback.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? So you might as well hook your head coach up with your quarterback. And their answer might be, well, we love Brandon Staley, and he's a former quarterback, so he knows he does it all. I told you they were going to stick with Staley, and they were going to change some of the staff. Well, the Chargers tweeted out, we have parted ways with OC Joe Lombardi and passing game coordinator / QB's Shane Day. They're not doing that and then coming around saying, we might as well just then fire the coach too. I'm telling you, they're going to hold on to Staley, and this job, who wants it? Everyone?
Good job.
Who wants to be the guy attached at the hip of Justin Herbert?
Man, it's a fast track to being a head coach.
One would think. And this is a huge hire for Brandon Staley and the rest of that staff. They better get this one right. Because if they don't, then it'll be like, what? Why are we sticking with you? And then of course, everyone would say, well, you had Sean Payton. Now he's at fill in the blank. Now he's at organization not named the Chargers. But that's just, it's just not the Chargers to say we're going to create dead money. We're going to spend insanely on the coach. And by the way, I mean, Sean Payton said yesterday it's a mid-first rounder. You're going to cough up your first-round pick for the guy, pay him an insane amount of money, and then pay your quarterback all that money. I mean, that is a high-rolling situation that I don't think is in the Chargers' DNA. It's never been. Hasn't been.
For the next 10, 12 years, though?
And your answer would be, it's time of any organization, after what we just saw over the last 2 years, the way it ended last year, and certainly the way it ended this year, for any organization to go full Costanza, this is the one.
Yeah.
Whatever your thought is, whatever your first thought is, do the opposite. Whatever your impulse is, do the exact opposite. Try that one out.
Every day I come in here and I order tuna on toast.
What they should do is literally go up to Sean Payton, who's the hot girl sitting at the counter, and just say, Hi, I'm the Los Angeles Chargers. We can't win in the playoffs, and I live with my parents.
Hi, I'm Victoria.
Right. The opposite. They're not going to do it. I don't think they're doing it.
Justin Herbert has 14,000 yards in 3 years.
And that Joe Lombardi's answer could be, look what I did. It's just, this happened, that happened, that happened, this happened.
My coach played my wide receiver when he shouldn't have.
Wow. Mike Pereira with everything going on with the clear sky judge that's happening in the playoffs and more coming up.
I mean, the first 3-year numbers for Herbert are insane. 67% completion, 14,000 yards, 94 touchdowns, 35 picks.
Yeah, so obviously somebody's going to want to coach him unless they're concerned that the guy who hires him gets bounced the next year if it doesn't work out. I mean, why wouldn't it work out? Why wouldn't it work out? You've got somebody as talented as him in Herbert. I mean, Herbert is him, right?
Yeah.
And you know who's a beast too is Eckler. I know he's, not tall in stature, but his stats sure as hell are.
Eckler's that dude.
He is that dude. And you know who is too is Keenan Allen. And if Mike Williams can stay healthy, he is too.
A lot of F's still in that.
Eckler, 25 touchdowns.
Parham looks like he's one of the Na'vi from Avatar, right? Is he like 7 feet tall?
Parham is
he's a big
future.
I mean, they got some players now, which is why Sean Payton might have been interested in the job if it was made available to him. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.